Yeah, we came up with a list of 10 games.
I mean, you've probably never heard of them.
They are pretty obscure.
You might say they've gotten lost in the shuffle.
Paula!
Chaz!
I recently sent you and me both on a mission, a collective mission.
We were on a mission.
Better than that, a secretive mission.
It was secretive because we couldn't tell each other what we found on our mission.
Exactly. Each of us has compiled a list of 5 games that we think are hidden gems.
Yeah. We think you've never heard of these games.
In fact, we're going to be so bold as to put each other's lists to the test.
That's right. We gamified it.
We put together a little competition for each other. For each of the games on our list, we have determined that the way to judge just how obscure that game is by the number of plays that have been logged for that game over the course of its lifetime on Board Game Geek. The average of logged plays per year.
I think that makes sense. I want to clarify, though, that I don't believe either one of us chose games just because we thought, oh, this is some garbage game no one has heard of. These are games I would recommend you play. I just think you don't know about them.
Absolutely agree, and you are 100% correct. So we'll bounce back and forth, introducing the 5 games on our lists. Then we'll go to the Board Game Geek logs and see how often they have been played, logging that number as our score, and in the end, the player with the lowest score wins. Let's kick things off with my first pick, which is a little dice-driven space game called Quantum from 2013. Have you, Paula Deming, played Quantum?
I have not played Quantum.
Oh, Quantum is super neat. In Quantum, you have these tiles laid out that represent these different sectors in space, and you have dice that are your spaceship, 6-sided dice. In fact,
6-sided dice?
These specific 6-sided dice.
Those specific 6-sided dice that look kind of like candy?
Yes, indeed. I say these ships are 6-sided dice.
Oh.
Like a 6 is really fast, but not very strong. A 1 is really slow, but very powerful. Each ship also has a special ability. These ships are based on quantum reality, so you can shift and morph them to different numbers as they fly around, and you go in a complete objective, gain territory, so on and so forth.
That is so cool. Now, I do wonder how obscure it actually is, though, Chaz, because I'm noticing it is ranked in the top 1,000 on Board Game Geek. That's a pretty high ranking.
Touché. Well, let's find out what the actual stats are.
But it could just be that the few people who play it rate it really highly.
Well, survey says that Quantum has 23,191 lifetime plays of this game logged in its database.
What year did it come out?
2013.
So 23,191 divided by 12 years will get us the average number of plays per year.
2,000-ish?
1,932 and a half times every year.
Ooh, wow, who's playing half a game of Quantum?
Sometimes something comes up, dinner's suddenly ready, a kid's barfing, there's reasons a cat is eating something it shouldn't. Exactly. You gotta stop playing.
But you're still like, log that half play in my stats. Well, 23,000, is that high or low? I have no idea. The only way to find out is now to go to your first pick.
All right, my first pick is a game I was introduced to last summer. This game called Sushi Express. Have you heard of this game?
No, it sounds saucy.
This is a dexterity game.
Okay.
Where you're basically making kebabs. So you have like plastic squishy cubes with holes through the middle, and one's like a green pepper, one's a tomato, one's like a cheese, and one's a meat or whatever. And you have skewers, and you flip over order cards, and it shows you exactly what kind of a kebab you should make. It might be like the bacon strip wrapped around the cheese cube with the green bell pepper and the tomato cube in that order. And then you all race to build that exactly on your kebab, put it in the middle and say, Kushi.
Okay.
And you earn the points on the card if you're the one who did it first. So it's a little real-time dexterity racing game. It is so silly. It is so fun. And I love it, and I don't think very many people know about it.
Well, let's find out just how popular this guy is.
777.
777.
But it's only been out since 2019, 6 years. So 777 plays over the course of 6 years. It has averaged 129 plays per year. So that was my first game. Gosh, this makes me want to play Sushi Express. What What's your next game, Chaz?
My next game is a little area control game that has never, ever failed when I've introduced it to people. And it is a game called Rumble Nation.
That's on my list too.
What?
Rumble Nation is on my list. It's right here.
We have, oh my goodness! Well, let's talk about both of our...
It's so good. It's funny because when someone first pulled it out, I was like, oh, a wrestling game. Because it's called Rumble Nation, but it is not wrestling.
No, it's like Risk Light. It's not like Risk at all. It's like
a tiny little map
of Japan.
And each area of the map is labeled with a number. So when you roll your 3 dice, you can add 2 of them together to tell you like which number on the map you're going to place your people in. And then the other die, I think, tells you basically the number of people you're going to place in that area.
And there's a little tiny smidge of a pandemic flavor in it, because if you have too many units in it, they will spill over to other locations. This is one of those games that when I first saw it, it was love at first sight. I knew there was something special about this game. So, okay, well, let's see how many points we both earned for that one. How many lifetime plays has Rumble Nation earned?
5,664.
Ooh.
And it has been out for 8 years. 708 plays a year.
Okay, well, the scores are still 837 to 2,640.
So far, I'm the most hipster of the two of us.
You
so
are.
far.
Yes, you are cooler than me.
Okay. Should I go next?
Yeah, tee up.
Let's talk about a game that you know, because we played it. I'm pretty sure we played this together with Matthew Jude, because Matthew is the one who introduced it. Matthew Jude loves little card games, weirdo, random little card games. And he pulled out this game. He's like, have I got a game for you? It's designed by Uwe Rosenberg.
That is the most Matthew sentence I've ever heard in my life.
It's called Mamma Mia.
Oh, yes.
And it's a little card game. I actually found a copy of it at Essen last year and I bought it.
Okay.
It's so good. So it's this little card game where you're all trying to make pizzas. And you have cards you're putting into a communal pile. And you're keeping track of what ingredients have been put into this pile. And when you think enough ingredients have gone into the common pile, you can like put your recipe on top of it and claim the cards underneath. But if someone else has placed their card before you, they might claim the items that you need before you can use them. So you're going through and you're hoping to get what you need and place your card into the deck in time. And then once the whole thing is filled, you then like flip it over and you start to reveal all the ingredients and see if someone basically takes your ingredients before you do. But sometimes you think you've calculated that there's enough in there and it's gonna work out for your order, but then it turns out someone else played an order and took the ingredients you thought you were gonna be able to use. And so it's the most exciting scoring phase of any game, because you're like flipping and you're like, am I gonna get it? Is it gonna be me? I did, I made the pizza. And it's really fun, and like, I had never heard of it.
Oh, I hadn't heard of it either before then. How many other people had heard of it?
Let's see.
And what plays of it?
Okay, all-time plays, 20,830. But it came out in 1998. Okay, this pushes my score up a little. That averages 1,225 plays a year.
That does close that gap a little.
It's a great little game.
Well, let's see if I can be hipster enough. I have a good feeling about this one. But it's one of those games that just gets buried. Literally.
Oh.
Because this game is Super Motherload.
Oh.
From 2015.
Okay, I have not heard of this.
Here is the easiest way I can describe this.
Okay.
This is the board game version of Dig Dug.
It doesn't look like it from the cover.
No, the cover is an interesting artistic choice. It's not a one-to-one analogy, but the premise is the same.
Okay.
You have a board that's full of these little tiles, and it's basically dirt. And you go down and you dig, and as you go, you'll reveal the tiles and other things under them to reveal stuff that you find in the dirt. Gems and equipment and other whatnot. And you have player powers and you have cards to manage, but that's it. That's really all you need to know to get an idea of what this game is all about. But I still have it on my shelf right over there, and I would pull it out in an instant.
Okay. Well, let's see how many all-time plays it's had.
Well, this has 10,932 all-time plays.
It's been 10 years since it came out, so it averages 1,093 plays per year.
Oh, hey, between Mamma Mia and that, I did catch up just a tiny bit.
Just a little.
Okay, with 2 games left to go, we are about 1,700 plays apart. So let's continue on and see if I can continue to close in on that gap.
Oh boy. My next one is a game called Pirate Capern. This is from 2012. This is another game introduced to me by Matthew Jude, king of the obscure hidden gems.
Yeah, when I was going through making my list, I actually made a subcategory of games Matthew has introduced me to that I actually put aside because I thought they were too obscure.
So this is a push your luck dice rolling game with a pirate theme. Basically, it's kind of a Yahtzee style rolling dice, trying to get specific symbols to come up to score cards that you have in front of you. But if you roll too many like skull and crossbones, you bust, right? So you're constantly trying to roll to get the best score you can to score the certain cards, but you're probably just gonna bust and lose everything, and different abilities kind of come out every turn that make your dice rolls have different effects based on the card that came out. And I would recommend it, and I don't think a lot of people know about it. Maybe more now because it is on Board Game Arena.
Let's see if that affects its stats.
All right, let's see. Ooh, this is kind of high. Okay, maybe it's not as obscure as I thought. All-time plays, this might bust it for me. 55,309.
Ooh, when did it come out?
2012. So it's been
13 years?
That averages 4,254 plays a year. That is double what my score was up to this point.
Ouch.
Yeah, that hurt a little bit. I really did not think that many people knew about that game.
Boy, if I pull any further ahead, I'm gonna have to start wearing like a little fedora or something, you know? Ugh.
All right, what's your next one?
You are familiar with the Gift series, correct?
Yes.
Every game in the Gift series is abstract and simple. Well, if you were to take one of those games from the Gift series and add a little bit of theme to it and flesh it out a little bit more, you get my next pick, which is a fantastic game called Echo. EKO.
Oh, interesting.
In Echo, you create an area made out of these little hexagon tiles, and you will have little tiles of your own, little discs, and you'll go and you'll create lines and take territories and create lines using these discs. But you have like little windmills or other little structures that are involved, and other little things on the board they have to contend with. So it's not a straight abstract. It's got this theme over, but it's like someone took a game from the Gift series and said, hey, I'm just going to put a little bit more.
Interesting.
Flesh this. Yeah.
It sounds cool, and I really like that box cover.
It is a fantastic game.
Oh.
It's from 2015.
Okay.
So it's 10 years old at this point. And
Please be high. Please be high. Oh no.
2,192 people have logged plays over it over the last 10 years.
Yeah, that's averaging 219 plays a year. Pirate and Capern, how could you do me dirty like this? Woof.
But just to be clear, Echo, just like all the games on our list, absolutely is justified as a recommended game. It's not just, hey, this is the most obscure game I could think of.
It looks cool.
It is cool. Yeah, I dig it.
All right, one more game each.
One more game each.
Okay. I have an abstract strategy game now that I recently discovered, again with Matthew Jude, who I play most of my board games with, and again on Board Game Arena. This is a little abstract strategy game called Nibble.
Nibble.
Yeah. Basically, you have a grid of different colored discs laid out. And so on your turn, you pick one disc to take. And you can only take a disc if it has a free space on two sides of it. So it needs to be like available to take. And so you're like trying to set yourself up to take those 3 yellow. But to do that, you're gonna have to remove this green, and that's gonna open up those purples that Chaz is wanting to collect. So it's really like strategic and like trying to set yourself up while trying to not set up your opponent. And it's just a really neat little abstract strategy game. I really like it a lot.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good.
I want to play it right now.
Yeah.
How many other people have wanted to play it since it came out in 2020?
I have high hopes. It's been out for 5 years, and it's ranked at 19,000 on Board Game Geek, which means I'm hoping maybe not very many people have played it. 307 total plays.
Total lifetime plays over the last 5 years.
It has averaged 61 plays a year. Man, Pirates and Capern really messed it up for me. I was doing so good.
My final pick just has to average fewer than 2,425 plays per year.
Which you should be able to do because
I think
all of our answers except my one big one have. All right, tell us your last pick, you hipster.
This game is like a triple threat.
Okay.
It was designed by the designer of one of the most popular games of the modern age, Mr. Richard Garfield of Magic the Gathering fame. Sometime after Magic the Gathering, designed a little game about marketing billboards.
Okay.
You know those binders, if you collect like baseball cards, you get those binders and you open up the sheets of like 3x3 cards? Yeah. That's the board. Is a binder full of these little plastic 3x3 sheets. And the billboards are actual cards that slide in to these little slots. You have some billboards that fill up one slot, some are too wide, so you have to get two slots next to each other. You'll flip pages of the binder to put in your billboards. On a turn, a person will roll a 10-sided dice, and the number that comes up is the billboard that cashes in. I mentioned the binder has multiple pages though, and they're clear plastic. So over the course of time, the pages will flip forward, the pages will be flipped back, and billboards on this page might cover up a billboard on that page. So when you roll that 3, someone else's billboard got erected and is up in front of yours and they get cash in front of you. Now this game, as I mentioned, is unlike any game I've ever played. It's also, in my opinion, 90% done. I adore the game. I will happily play the game. However, my friends and family have all adapted several house rules for the game. I think it could deal with a revision, a second edition. Regardless though, filthy rich, fantastic game, and I'm thinking probably the most
pretty obscure.
Most obscure game on my list.
Yeah.
In fact, since it was published in 1998, 1,485 plays of this game have been logged.
You are definitely the hipster of the two of us. This game has averaged 55 plays a year.
Hang on one moment. It gets better, Paula.
You own a copy of it?
I not only own a copy of it, I own a copy of it still in shrink.
Oh my goodness, it's worth so much money.
Maybe. I was at a thrift store and I saw this sitting there still in shrink for like $5. I scooped this bad boy up.
I need it. So well done, Chaz, on picking the most obscure games.
Thank you very much. You know, obscure or not, hopefully, maybe you found a new hidden gem of your own that you could try out in this list. And if not, let us know what hidden gems you know of down in the comments, and maybe we'll make like a follow-up episode based on the community's feedback.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We appreciate you being here. We hope you enjoyed hearing about these obscure games.
That's right, Paula. You can go to GameNightPicks.com and make lists of your own obscure board games that you want to play with your friends, and then you guys can vote on which ones you want to play most. They'll bubble up to the top of your list, and presto changeo, you got a whole menu of games ready to go for game night. Hopefully, whatever episode we have coming up next won't be too obscure for you to find, and we'll see you then.
Bye, everyone.